Oh, Bev's seen something. Let's see what she has seen. Let's go. Oh, what she's seen is Papa Elephant. So our first sighting for the day, an elephant. Hopefully that bodes good for the rest of the day. Let's see what we can say. Big hyena, that show. Luckily we've got the fence between us and the hyena. I think this is going to be a stunning adventure. Well folks, we've already experienced 2 of the 4 seasons already. We left Pretoriuskop and it was raining and misty and overcast. We've just passed the Nyape boulder, and all of a sudden we've got the sun out and starting to see some blue skies. So it's actually turning into quite a nice day. That's the nice thing about the park. You can drive around from one end to the other, go through all the different seasons and see so many different types of vegetation. It changes all the time. Because of the vastness of the park, it really is interesting to see all the different habitats for the different types of animals. So that's why you don't always see the same thing. So the H1 hasn't produced much for us over this holiday, so we're on our way to Malelane from here, and we're just driving quite slowly on the H1 to see if it produces anything. So we're not sure what happened here, but there's pieces of grass pushed into the middle of the road. So obviously somebody had a lot of fun out, yeah? Okay folks, so the H1 again didn't really produce much. We took one of the little loop roads, didn't see much. So we've now turned onto the H3. And yeah, we've got a whole lot of impala next to the road already again as we turn onto the H3. So let's hope that bodes good for the rest of our road trip here today to Malelane. It's about 46 kilometers from the turn to then get to Malelane. We'll probably stop at some of the picnic spots and the interesting spots as we can find them along the way. Well folks, we've made it to Afsaal here, and now it's time to have something for lunch. It's been a long drive, not really seen anything. So we're just having a look to see what there is on the board to eat. This is going to be delicious. We are going to have a roosterkoek, my favorite. I came here just for that. Alright, let's go and order. The order down there. Ah, okay, thank you. Once you've ordered your food, get one of these little thingies, and once your food is ready, it starts ringing. So they've got technology in the park, you know. Everywhere you go, you can actually pay by card, so there's not much of a problem now. But we do carry a bit of cash with us, because some of the smaller picnic spots, there might just be a guy selling some cold drinks, and he won't have anything like that to actually be able to tap your card or anything. But Afsaal's a really nice little spot just to come and sit and relax, get out of the car, stretch your legs a bit, and of course get something to eat. Can't wait for this roosterkoek. Once we get this roosterkoek, we'll show you that. So this time of the year the park actually gets quite busy, especially because of school holidays. The Easter long weekends are upon us, so you can see that it is packed here at Afsaal. We're just waiting for my roosterkoek, then we're going to hit the road. We're just going to do a takeaway. I wish you can smell this roosterkoek. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Well folks, we've got that roosterkoek and we're going to give it a try. Messy, nice and hot. Exactly what I wanted. Absolutely delicious. Steak, coleslaw and cheese. We're going to finish this and and we're gonna hit the road to get to Malelane to go and set up that tent. That's another story. Well folks, that was an absolute stunning... Ugh. This roads in the park is not great. Well folks, that was an absolute stunning idea to stop here at Afsaal and have that rooster cook, my cheese and steak rooster cook. It was absolutely delicious. But hopefully now that my stomach is full, I can concentrate and I'll see more animals on the road. We're about an hour's drive away from Malelane, so when we'll get there, we'll show you that, but hopefully we can see some more animals on the road. No, they're right in the middle of the road, dumbasses. There you go. Well folks, finally we have arrived at the Malelane camp and now it's time to set up. We found a nice little spot here next to Sandra and Daniel facing the fence. It's gonna be exciting being here in the tent, hearing all these night sounds, and so I'm glad to be here finally. So let the adventure begin. Firstly we need to unpack the bakkie and set up the tent. Not really list for that, but we need to do what we need to do. Right, let's go. First things first is unpacking the tent. And then we gotta see where we're gonna put this tent up. If you've been watching our videos, you'll know that we've got the van that we go camping in these days, so we're not all that great with setting up the tent anymore. So we've got to decide where's going to be the best spot. Where is it going to be flat enough for us to actually set up this tent? But I think I want to face the bush as much as possible to be able to see what's going on there during the day and at night. Get a little bit of shade from the tree here. After a whole lot of back and forth, we finally sort of found a spot that might work. It's a little bit hilly here, so we've got a spot where we'll face like downhill with our feet and still be able to see into the bush. Let's see how that works out. Maybe we'll have to redo the whole tent again tomorrow. But for now, this is where we're going to set up. So let's do this. Right, we'll see you when we finish setting up. Okay. Well, you can see probably how I have sweated, but we have got our tent up. We've made some funny maneuvers here because it's very hot with the sun, so we've got our gazebo set up over our tent to help with a little bit of protection from the sun. You can see we've got the silver side of the actual side showing towards the sun to reflect the sun. I've also got under this, over the tent, I've got a thermal blanket. You can see it sticking out here. A thick thermal blanket just to help protect us from that blazing sun. But yes, this is our setup then from the front. Let me show you quickly what the setup looks like before we make it all demakar. Okay, so you've got our tent. Underneath there you've got our tent. Then you've got the gazebo going on top of that. And then the sides is actually just inverted so we can have the silver side reflecting the sun. This is our tent then. Bev's relaxing a bit. After setting up that tent, it was hard work. You can see on this side, because the sun's going down that way, we don't have to worry about protecting this side, but this gives you a clear indication of what we've got. This thermal blanket, then a nice also another sheet over there, and that is going to be our view for the next 4 nights. How stunning is that? Have a look inside the tent quickly. We've got another thermal blanket that actually goes over our fridge. We've got our EcoFlow charging everything. It's actually plugged in because there is power here, but it's nice to use the EcoFlow to charge everything. Our food cupboard, that side. You can see Bev needs to cool down with her own little fan here. It is so hot in the park. Our bed. And just have a look, sitting on the bed, that is going to be our view. How stunning is that? I must tell you, there's a big difference already when you come into the tent in terms of temperature than standing outside in the sun there. So I think our thermal blanket and protection sheets and everything is doing a bit of a job there. Well folks, it's late afternoon. We've arrived, we've set up tent, we are ready for this adventure. We went down to Bergendal to get some ice, we went to Malelane Gate to check in, and we're now back late afternoon, just sitting around the tent, just relaxing. It's been a beautiful drive all the way from Pretoriuskop. Now just look at the hyena coming past me here. Angel, Angel. Now that's a real camping experience. Big hyena, that show. Luckily we've got the fence between us and the hyena. I think this is going to be a stunning adventure. But as you can see, the campsite's getting quite full. We've got the sun setting behind us over there. So tomorrow morning we might have a nice sunrise coming up from this side. Well, hopefully we can go out for an early morning sun ride and go and see the sunrise. Anyway, so like always, obviously having a braai, and we're having baked potatoes with the braai. Well, boiled potatoes, a little potato salad. So that potatoes is on. We're now just taking a quick walk around the campsite here to see what Malelane has got to offer. What a beautiful afternoon here at Malelane Camp, just overlooking the river here. How stunning is this view? I can get used to this. We've got those potatoes on the stove. We're going to start the fires now, and then we're going to have a braai tonight. If we can, we'll show you a little bit of that. Otherwise, we'll see you in the morning. Just found a nice spot here where I think it will be perfect for sunrise. Maybe I won't even go out for a game drive. Maybe I will just do sunrise from here and then go out for a later game drive. We'll see how that works out. Right, cheers. and sticks, bugs. Well, a good morning to you folks from the Malelane Satellite Camp here. Early morning, misty and rainy, beautiful time to make breakfast out with this view. In the bush, you can't get better than this. Food tastes so much better when you have it and make it here in the bush. So for today's breakfast, we're just going to have bacon and egg and probably some croissants, and have bacon and egg croissants. It's going to be absolutely delicious. So we're starting our day with that. Got up early this morning, no sunrise because the clouds in the sky, but there were some hippos down in the river just playing and balyarding around there. Quite a bit of birds around there, cormorants and these tiny little birds with this red beak. So yes, there's been a lot of action around the camp in the morning here, with the birds at least. But we're going to have breakfast and then we go to Malelane to buy a couple of extra things, and we're going to go on our game drive, and we'll show you a little bit of our game drive. Hopefully we're going to be lucky with our game drive this time around. Anyway, it is bacon and egg time. Can't start the morning without making yourself a decent breakfast. So just bacon and egg with a view. Bacon, put your pan, a little bit of drizzle of lekker oil, and then we're gonna rock and roll. Right, we've had our breakfast. We've actually driven into Malelane to go and buy extra couple of goods and put more petrol in, and we are now going to make some sandwiches, and then we're going for a game drive. We saw a couple of giraffes now as we came back in from town, so just have a look at these giraffes. Check the amount of birds in this oak's back, man. All the birds on it.
It's a spa day.
Amazing. Anyway, we're gonna quickly make a couple of sandwiches and then we're gonna hit the road. Let me quickly show you what we had to do this morning, because it started raining like you cannot believe. We had a bit of a rainstorm here, so we actually moved the whole gazebo forward so that we can have protection from the rain, because otherwise we didn't have a place to sit, and all of the tent was getting wet inside. So now this is the new arrangement for now, because it was raining and the whole tent underneath was getting wet. You can see, try to sweep it, just look at what the floor looks like. Anyway, this is the new setup for now. early good morning to you folks. Welcome to early morning adventure here in the Kruger National Park. We've come out early morning at about 5:30 as the gates open, ready to come out for a game drive to see the sunrise. First morning light just came up, everything started just getting brighter and brighter. It is beautiful this time of the morning. We've been lucky so far as we got our camp. By the time we did our first turn, we saw 3 hyenas. So that was great. We've just seen some more giraffes. So hopefully we're going to have an excellent morning drive. Last night around the fire I was asked, why do I like coming out in these early morning game drives to see the sunrise? Why do I put myself through this punishment? And while I'm driving this morning, I'm like, what punishment? I mean, just look at that morning sky. How stunning is this view so early in the morning? And of course, these early mornings aren't just about the sunrise. We are here to see the animals after all. And early mornings is the perfect time to see them also grabbing a bit of breakfast, getting ready for the day. And then one of my favorite activities so early in the morning is a bit of twitching. There is so many birds out early in the morning just sitting warming up in the sun. It really is the magic time of the morning. It is quite bushy in the park at the moment, so you can't really see very deep into the bush. There we go. Let's have a look. Look at this guy's long neck. They're really so elegant for such a big animal. He's having an early morning chow. That's exactly what I'm going to be going to do now when I get back to camp. Early morning life here in Malelane camp. We've got the hornbills out on the car. This fool's just seen himself in my mirror and has been jumping up and down to hit the car's mirror. Glossy starlings further down that side. More hornbills. It is just a blessing to be out here in the bush, just being able to experience all of this. We're going to take a walk down to the little viewpoint here where you can see the river, see maybe we can see some of the hippos. Oh, there's something happening in the water. Just listen to it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I see 8 it's out. Well, 9 now because the one that was inside eating the stick is now out eating. There comes another 3 climbing out of the water.
What?
There's another 3 climbing out of the water. So at least 30. It's the first day that we camped here. Somebody came up, asked if we don't have some firelighters for them to borrow. They didn't have firelighters and the shops and everything was closed already. So I gave the soak some firelighters. This morning, met him on the drive. And he said, no, he left me a little present at the tent there on their way out. So just have a look at this. The oak left me a bag of charcoal and some new firelighters. So big up to you, Johan. after that morning game drive, I have to have a shower already because it's so hot and sweaty out here. So let's go and show you what the showers is like while we're out here. It's always a bit of musical chairs in the park here. Trying to find the shade, especially this time of the morning. Starts off there and move along with the shade in your chair. So I'm going to have my breakfast. I'm having muesli and yogurt. Then we're going to hit the road. So we'll see you on the road. Woohoo! Good news! We've been staying at the Malelane camp for the last couple of days, and we only booked until the 29th, and the camp is fully booked for the couple of days after that. And we really want to stay a couple of days more. So we've just come down to the Malelane gate to come and check if they don't have a couple of extra days there, and they said they don't have anything there, but at Bergendal they've got a couple of days there. So what we're going to do is stay at Malelane until our days are up there, and then move over to Bergendal if we have to. If he tells us that there's space this side, somebody cancels, we'll stay here. Otherwise, Bergendal. But it's nice that we can stay those extra 3 days in the park. Woohoo! Now we can go for a game drive. Our luck is changing. We are going to see something. Well, folks, we didn't see any elephants this morning, but we've got our first elephant sighting for the day today. We've seen a lot of elephants in the park so far, but we haven't seen anyone today except for this one, so that's why we're stopping. No, we always stop for Ellies. Let's look at him. Or her. It's probably her. Just grazing away. Let's see what else there is to see. And we're on the gravel roads again. Bumpy, muddy, and doing water crossings every 100 meters. But it's part of the adventure. Lovely stuff. Let's hope we can see a bit more game today. We have seen those elephants. There was actually quite a few elephants along the road now, coming down the H1. We saw 3 different lots, some with babies. So that's a nice start already to this little afternoon drive. Definitely our luck is changing. Alright, let's navigate these corrugated iron roads with the water crossings and potholes. Let's concentrate. Just standing there. I'm still standing. So lone giraffe. But what's quite interesting is that this is one of the darker ones. We haven't seen the darker ones in the park yet, so this is quite interesting. As you can see, he's more brownish in color, a lot darker than the others. Just chowing away. So just seeing that giraffe eating them is making me angry. Made myself a special hamburger for this afternoon. So when we get to the hide, I'm going to have my hamburger. Well, folks, we've made it to the hide, yeah. And it's time for me to have my leftover burger from last night. I made myself another burger this morning. It is buffalo burger. We bought the meat there at the camp at Pretoriuskop. Going crazy. So we bought the meat there at Pretoriuskop the other night, and last night we actually made our burgers. So it's just a buffalo burger. Tried it last night. Actually very nice. Lovely. How lucky can one be being able to sit at a height with this view, enjoying such a delicious lunch. We've got some geese across the road in the water there, some blacksmith plovers all over the place that side. Alright folks, just to enjoy a little bit of the view here at the dam.
Going across in front of them. Yeah. And just left to the right.
Well folks, we've left Gardenia Hyde and we're heading back to Bergendal. We've heard word that there might be some lions behind Bergendal somewhere. So we're gonna head back that way slowly. But if we see anything away on the way there, we'll show you that. Right, let's carry on with this adventure. Well folks, after driving for quite a while without seeing anything, we've just seen a hippo out of the water in the middle of the day. Just grazing around here, so that's an interesting sighting. Very interesting to see. Not often that we see hippos out during the day.
I think this is only the second time.
We're heading back to Bergendal to see if we can maybe spot those lions that the people have spotted in the area there in Bergendal. We haven't hit the H3 yet. Once we get onto the H3, it's going to head straight down to Bergendal. So if we see anything on the way there, we'll show you that. Alright folks, we have just passed Bergendal and we've just been stopped by a couple of guys saying that the lions are still here under the tree somewhere on the way to the watering hole. So hopefully we're going to be lucky enough to still see them. Let's go! We found those lions. Like Bev says, it's like being at the driving with so many cars pulling in. The camera out. There's two lions lying right here, a male and a female. And then there's 2 or 3 more by the tree behind them. We haven't seen all of them yet. But we're just sitting here just enjoying this beautiful sighting. They're just lying there. They're very, very lazy today. But there is 2 cubs also there that we saw now. They are youngsters, maybe like teenagers. What a stunning spot. Mommy.
Got a mark on its arm. Injured.
Wake up.
It's a huge big saw on its left arm.
I saw there's something.
Pretty cool.
Well, that was a luck that our tip panned out, and there were still lions just behind Bergendals. We saw the lions now. Very, very happy about that. Definitely our luck have changed today. We've got our extra booking to stay longer in the park, and I've actually seen quite a bit today. Anyway, we're heading back to camp now. We're gonna start the fires and hopefully not eat at 10 o'clock again tonight. See you just now when we're at camp, or if something happens on the way there.
Hi, my little. Kijk, smile of me.
Oh, dan is een beetje passen.
Ja, is bietjie sous op die lepel. Aha.
Ag my magmaat. Hy gaan brand.
Well, early good morning to you folks. Welcome to this early adventure here in the Kruger National Park. I'm sitting just behind Bergendal, watching the sunrise. What a beautiful morning it is in the Kruger National Park here. It's our first morning where there's actually a bit of a sunrise, because other mornings it's been very cloudy and overcast and you couldn't really see the sunrise. This morning it's popping its head out behind the mountains beautifully. Well folks, what a nice sighting for so early in the morning. We've got the ground hornbills out. Just listen to them. I wonder if you can hear the noise. There's two of them just off the road here. What a strange looking bird. And I love that sound that they're making. That is hearing the bush come alive. Second tortoise I've saved since I've been in the park. He's busy crossing the road, so just pull over to the side of the road, sort of in the road where he is, that nobody can come, just drive straight over him and wait for him to walk across the road. You know, you've got to be careful with these things. When you're driving in the park, you've got to drive slowly. All sorts of things actually cross the road, yeah. Hello. He's talking to us. Welcome to TBD Cooking in the Wild. We're doing that breakfast. And if you've been watching us for a while, you'll know I like French toast, so we're doing French toast for breakfast. Couple of eggs, some toast, and then Daniel will make us the bacon that side on the cob. So while I'm busy with the French toast there, we put Daniel to work to make the bacon. That's looking good, getting nice and crispy. We all like crispy bacon, so that's a good sign. Well, there we go, folks. Breakfast is served. We are eating like French kings today with some French toast with some cheese on it and honey on top and then bacon. This is going to be delicious. We're going to enjoy this and we will see you later.
See the one keeps feeding the other one.
Yeah, keep stealing his.
Here comes the basket.
Well, folks, went out for an afternoon drive. Didn't really see much. Made a nice little time lapse coming back here to Bergendal. Alright, we're going to head back now to Malelane Camp and see if we see anything on the way there. And then we'll take it from there.
There she is. I see her. I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl.
Calling a partner. Looking straight at the camera. Well, folks, after a beautiful afternoon spent here at the camp, we went for that short game drive and nothing happened, and all of a sudden it all happened. We had those hyenas crossing the road, little baby up and down there, and then we were in the hunt for the leopard. And we saw the leopard, not just one, some two leopards, so that was great. But the bad news is that we went to the gate. They don't have more space for us to stay here for the next 3 days, so we'll have to go to Bergendal. So bad thing is I've got to pack up now as much as I can as possible, because Bergendal, we went to the campsite there today and it is full there. So we're going to leave here early tomorrow morning. Hopefully we can see somebody packing up that site that's got a good site and we can quickly grab it. But in order to do that, it's time to get this gazebo down. Well, folks, that's the end of our time here at the Malelane camp. In our next episode, we're off to go and camp at Bergendal. So don't miss that episode. If you like this kind of videos, please give our channel a subscribe. It will help us grow this channel. And then, like always, get out there, go and explore the sunshine for yourself. See you in the next one. Cheers.